to another video. So today is one of my favorite videos to make, and that is a vintage lingerie haul video. So today I will be getting in, I believe it's a 21 piece lingerie lot that I won at an auction, and I'm really excited because there are some gorgeous pieces in it, tons of color, different styles. Just when you think of vintage lingerie and nightwear, this is what you think of. So I'm very excited to go through it. As always, I'm hoping I can start getting a lot of these pieces up on the website. Again, it takes a while. I'm just one person, so I'm gonna try to get them up there. I'll put the link in the description below, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, I'll at least get several things up there. But I'm excited, I can't wait, and now we just have to wait for it to arrive. So let's jump right in. Okay, so I just got the box in, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to just lay things out or get them hung up immediately. I'll probably just start hanging everything up. My back room is packed with stuff, so maybe I'll just start hanging things up and taking a peek at them up here. I'm so excited. I love when everything is packed nice, safe, and perfectly, especially on a day like today outside where it's raining cats and dogs. I know that these will arrive in perfect condition. Isn't this just a glorious sight already? We have frills and the quintessential vintage lingerie. I'm so excited. Let's start getting these hung up. All right, so I unpacked the first bag, and here, let me zoom out. Have this really adorable, cute, I think it's early 1950s ballet pink little boudoir jacket. As you can see, these are all extremely wrinkled, as they would be for being packed in bags. So they all need a really good steaming. Some of them have little flaws that I'll have to work on, but for the most part, everything just needs a good steam and they'll be ready to put out. So we have this jacket, this really nice, simple white little nightgown. This does have on the back, I don't want this to fall down, some discoloration and water staining. So this is one that I'm going to be bringing home and putting some OxyClean on it. Being that this is nylon, it holds up really well to the little concoctions that I do up. So this one we are gonna set aside, bring that one home. This really cute 80s robe comes with, if I remember correctly, it has a pair of shorts that are probably in one of the bags. What is the brand on that? Featherbed Intimates. I love this. This would be a really great beach cover up. And when a lot of people come in and buy these lingerie pieces, I mean, some of them use them for sleep, but others use these just as their everyday wear, or if they're going to the beach, it's really hot outside. I think these are really versatile, and I really want to bring back making it completely acceptable to wear your lingerie on the outside if it looks lovely. That pattern is just so beautiful. So I'm gonna set that aside so I can find the rest of the pieces to it. Have this gorgeous 50s concoction by Gotham. Don't see a lot of Gotham coming through, and I think it's the gold line. Here, let me look. I was close. Gotham Gold Stripe. And I think I have a gold stripe piece by Gotham in the archive somewhere. Really, really nice, lovely. And I'm pretty sure this one hadn't ever been worn. And I have a feeling it was dead stock at some point, because in the sleeve, you still have the original staple where they would have put the clothing tag. Tag is obviously not there, but the staple still is, and it hasn't rusted or anything. So they probably hadn't washed it or anything. It was left as is. But since the tag isn't here, I am going to take this out just so no one gets scratched in the meantime. Now with these two beauties, they are the exact same, just in black and red, and they have the nice little cushiony, frilly accents on the sleeves and bottom. And when you think of 1960s lingerie, this is probably what you think of. It's very reminiscent of, you know, in Austin Powers, they have the fembots and they have their little baby doll kind of, I think that were they feathers or faux fur, very reminiscent of Fredericks of Hollywood, but kind of the same style and idea. Really, really love these. Again, I would wear this out and about. When I was in college and I started, you know, having more confidence to wear these out, I would layer them with my vintage bustiers, a nice little black skirt, because why not? I think they're too beautiful to be hiding in a closet. Ugh, I love this. It's so hard not to keep everything. That's the constant battle. All right, bag number 1 down. Let's move on. And here is the next beautiful little pile. I already see right away a vintage pennies. Ooh. And the matching little bottoms for that robe. Now I'm not sure if it came with the sash. They're sash loops, but sometimes the sashes get kind of lost in the shuffle of time. So I'll keep an eye out for that, but at least we have the bottoms. Now here's everything that was in the second bag. And towards the front, I put the pieces that are gonna need a little bit of work and mending. And the first one is this black slip. Has a little bit of, you know, some holes in the netting up here, not that big of a deal. But then somewhere around here, can't find the seam, but on one of the side seams there's about a 2-inch area. A 2-inch area where the seam has come undone. So I just have to go through, repair that a bit, do a couple of tinier small repairs, not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna pop that one over there. This one, really beautiful. It's by Pembroke. I love the lace and embroidered detailing on the side. This one needs a little bit of work as well because one of the seams has come undone. Luckily, that's a super quick and easy fix. And when I bought this lot, I knew, like, the seller was very thorough about saying there are some things that will need work. So I already expected that. Not a big deal to me. Have this very cute baby pink lace half slip. Not in perfect condition, but it's worn under clothing, so that is to be expected. Ugh. Wearing my heels today because otherwise I would not be able to reach. Have this next really beautiful white slip, and again, I'm a sucker for detailing. This is very like Edwardian style lace and embroidery work, and through this, because the detailing is so ornate, this almost slipped my attention, and there's about an inch separation in the embroidery and the lace right there. Again, that's not going to be that big of a deal to mend. I don't think I see any other little spots. I do see right here, there was a little bit of color bleeding, I'm sure, when this was originally stored. So I honestly, before I mend it, I might do a spot treatment on this as well, just to give it a go, see if I can lighten any of those slight discolorations. If not, not a big deal. I might actually hand dye it. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but I will just put that aside on the mending pile. Have this cute little 60s red baby doll nightie, and this is one that some of the mending on it is a little bit more involved than I would like. So this one, it's in great physical condition. Some of the hems are a little loose. So with ones like these, I just price super cheap. Someone who is looking for a project or they don't really care. Because that's the thing. I have to limit how many projects I take. And if someone wants to buy it really cheap, great. This next one is this really cute, soft pink pajama set from Penny's. It comes with the matching pants in a great size. This will be really wonderful for lounging, or if you have a bridal party, bachelorette party, and you want a cute little pajama set. I think that would be it. Now this last one from the second bag is one that this style usually always really does well. I think this one is more from either the late 70s or early 80s, but it's this black nylon bed jacket with lace detailing. And this you could easily wear over a dress, out and about. Really diverse, versatile. I love ones like that because you get more use out of it. And they're comfy and easy to take care of. Again, really, really wrinkly. Have to get that steamed out. But that one, I don't think will take very long to sell. Now we are on to the third and final bag. Now it's easy to see just based on this that this was the reason I bought the lot in the first place. This one right here. I love when there are pieces in them that it makes everything worth it. So let's get it hung up and see it in all its glory. I'm unpacking this pink half slip and rummaging around, I see this black thing in here and I couldn't figure out what the heck it was, and it kind of startled me at first. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously I didn't think the person sent it to me with like a bug or something weird in it, but it's like, what the heck is that? But then I realized it's one of these lace flowers, but it got a little curled up. So my heart almost dropped because I did not know what the heck it was. So I am going to see if I can get that unfolded so it looks a little bit more normal. The sash has been found, so that is accounted for. Now this is the last bag, and this robe was one of the first things I saw. It's absolutely stunning. This kind of mauve-y salmon color, but oh, you belt that. It's so flowy, so gorgeous. I believe this one is from the early 70s. The tag is kind of worn, but I think that's the brand Dina. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at this. It just flutters. Oh, I couldn't be more obsessed. Now here is that skirt. I was trying to get this flattened out, but I realized I'm just gonna have to wait until I get my steamer out and steam that flat, but you can kind of get an idea and the gist of what it's supposed to look like with these other two flowers. But isn't that detailing really cool? I haven't found a maker's label for it yet, but if I do, I will pop it here. How unique. And again, in the right circumstances, put a slip under the slip and make it into a skirt. I love it. In Fargo, we don't have a lot of brave people who wear what they want and what they love without fear of judgment. So hopefully we can start some kind of mission here in North Dakota. And we'll have a warrior group of lingerie wearers outside. Next, we have this lovely little peignoir set from Lorraine, and this is from the late 60s. This beautiful, soft blue, little gathered sleeves. These I love because you get two outfits in one. You have the little nightie and you have the robe. You can interchange, mix them up. I love sets. They aren't the fastest sellers, but they're worth it enough for me to get in and geek out over. Now this one doesn't have a maker's label. I'm pretty sure this is late 70s or very early 80s. Willing to bet it's more late 70s, but it has these amazing lace sleeves and the lace boat neck in this gorgeous cobalt blue. Now, right after this shipped, the seller had messaged me and said that she found the belt to this, and it must have fallen out when she was packing it up because it's very slippery. So she was kind enough to offer to mail it to me. So this will have a little belt sash with it in the next couple of days. Either way, I love it. I think it's beautiful. And this I would wear as a tunic top. Like, I would wear this any chance I could get, especially in these hot summer days. Something light, flowy, and just easy. Now here's the nightie that I was the most excited for. And it's this 1960s, I call it like a Neapolitan, like Neapolitan ice cream, even though it's blue, pink, and yellow. But this gorgeous confection is from Yvette with an E. And it has these beautiful rosettes and ribbon details, little bows. Have to get this all steamed out. Now, as tempting as it is for me to want to keep this, I try not to keep things that I don't instantly have ideas for. I usually love building things off of if I want to do a photo shoot with them or see that kind of opportunity. A shoot doesn't pop right into my head. So because of that, this one will be up for sale. And again, I'm hoping I will be able to get this up online. I promise I'm trying really hard to do it. It's a lot of work and time and editing and steaming, which is my least favorite thing to do, but I'm really hoping and confident that I can at least get this one up on the website before this video comes out. I have everything here and back. Now the process of mending and steaming everything is upon me. I don't know if I am going to get all of that done today, but also while I'm back here, I know this is a lingerie video, but I had a last minute buying appointment yesterday where I purchased some things kind of ranging from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that I wanted to give you a little peek at. Starting to stock up a little bit on sweaters, this killer 70s jean coat, another cute little sweater vest, throw in some 90s goth girl vibes. I mean, goth clueless. I feel like I can call that. Have this insane braided belt, 70s pantsuit. You can't see it super well. Hoping to get this one up on the website. Also, have some other really cool knit tops. Again, 90s in its epitome. Quintessential 90s maxi dress, a little 80s skirt and vest set, little acrylic creamy white knit mini dress, another black, what is it, Nicole Studio 90s maxi dress. I mean, hello. How 90s is this velvet beauty? Now, I put some things out on the floor. I'm not going to go chase them out there, but I have a little bit of everything from different decades that I am processing and working my way through. So have patience. I'm hoping I can get a lot of these pieces priced on the floor, steamed, some of them on the website, hopefully by this weekend. But it has been a really hectic, crazy week. There are a couple of exciting things that have happened this week. One of them I can't talk about quite yet until I get a few more details, but we have our first fashion salon happening on July 10th in store. This amazing student designer that I've been working with at our local university for a couple of years is going to be showcasing her work, where people can come, have some mocktails, snacks. People are going to model the pieces she's made. She does tailoring, mending, and it's going to show off her work and hopefully grow her portfolio. She can meet new clients, new models, and start creating even more pieces. So we have that coming down the pipeline. I don't do a lot of events anymore because I'm burned out as fuck. But luckily, I have my amazing friend Tiffany helping me get things organized so I can ease in a little bit of that burnout. But I also was recently on the latest Julian's Hollywood Legends auction, and I did win 2 things. And I, again, always have to preface this because this is one of the number 1 questions I always get. How do you afford to do these auctions? And the answer is I sell. I have been collecting for years. Some of the things I collected 10, 15, 20 years ago. And yes, I say 20 years ago, I'm 36. I started collecting at a young age. But some of those have, become desirable things. So I'm able to sell them for a decent amount. And that money goes into collecting these pieces that I can put in the archive and get on display. So why am I saying this? I'm saying it because before I had this store, I worked in a steady job. I made a decent living, but I still could never afford to do anything like these auctions. I never thought in a million years I would own pieces from Elizabeth Taylor or Debbie Reynolds. But opening the shop provided me the opportunity to focus on this, on vintage. And if I saw something I wanted, vintage was going to help me get there, whether it be through selling, just kind of leveraging the pieces that I have been collecting. So if you're a collector out there, it's not unattainable. But for me, you give up something to gain something that you want. It's a sacrifice, but well worth it. So that'll be a whole new video coming up and you'll see what I got. I'm very excited. It's probably not something you'd expect because there were a lot of Elizabeth Taylor pieces on this auction, and one of them, I will show that in the video, I was really gunning for. However, yes, I did have a budget and I had to control myself. So that will hopefully be a video coming up in the next couple of weeks. But I'm excited for some of the things to come. I'm a little overwhelmed, but happy, and there are a lot of cool things coming up. The world life has been stressful. I think all of us can agree to that. So it's just finding the little happy moments and glimmers of excitement where we can, holding on to that before we kind of drop down into that abyss of worry and anxiety. How cheery of a thought to end this video. But thank you so much for watching. And again, if you see anything in this video, feel free to drop a comment, send us a message on any one of our socials. That'll be linked in the description. And I should be getting some of these pieces up online. We do have some of the jewelry pieces from last video up. Some things have already been sold, but there are still remnants left up there. Now I'm gonna hop right back into these clothes, start getting them priced, steamed, and out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. P.S. Did I mention how much I hate steaming? I just have to say it.